What's up with y'all? This King Rip. And another thing too, just uh, one of my parole agents, right? She came over. Now this is the funny thing. It's been so many dudes that talk bad about her, right? And I can go to like the station, and those dudes are kind of because they're leaving. They got a lot of hate crimes on them, so their viewpoint of life is just literally screwed off, right? But this is the thing that y'all notice, and I want y'all to know. I notice y'all notice, and y'all getting it in. You feel me? So, she would come every now and then. You feel me? And she would leave, but it's always a bad mouthing, a provoking, or whatever, right? So regardless, right? Like she knows, everybody knows. You feel me? Like, and when she comes, this a spread out, like like everybody, like what I mean, like so. Regardless, that's just how the nature of certain individuals is. So but what I want y'all to focus on is she comes, right? Because I've been shining her. You feel me? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I just give off that natural. You know what I mean? You're gonna find out who's who when you bring them to me. That's just part of the light of the world. You feel me? That's just what it is. Amongst a lot of things, right? So she had she had like her face, like she had still beautiful, but she had like old scars. You know what I mean? So those old scars are gone. Like, there ain't no doctor that can like literally do that. You know what I mean? Especially in a time like that fast. You feel me? So, and she's shaping up. She's like looking good, right? So, my thing is the way a lot of people in the government, like, cause y'all know I was shining a lot of people in there before I even did it on the street. So this is my country. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do because it's the right thing to do. You feel me? Plus, I'm God, so I'm not finna sit back and deal with hate crimes. You feel me? So, regardless, she comes, right. This is like a day or two ago, or or yesterday or something like that. But she comes, right, and the way, like, she was like, and I'm just looking at her like, dang, like, it's always good. You know what I mean? It's always good to see y'all benefiting from the light, and to see y'all rejuvenate y'all youth, and y'all using everything to y'all advantage, like I told y'all to. You feel me? Like, and you're gonna benefit. You feel me? So y'all know what it is. So now there was the Asian, one of the mama sons. She was like really, really up in age. Now she's like younger than a mug. Like, you get what I'm saying? Over there where I go to, them little meetings and stuff like that. So then there was another one of the chocolate ones. She did the same thing. You know what I mean? And now one of y'all Spanish sisters did it too. You feel me? And then there was the mixed breed that did it. You know what I mean? Pretty much everybody that had contact with me, whether you're female or male. You know what I mean? Like, it's been happening. So, but the look that she gave was like, how the hell am I benefiting? And y'all right there with God. Y'all complaining about God. Like, y'all, like, you get what I'm saying? It brings a question, like, how can you be around somebody that can heal you, and you just rather talk about disease and death? You feel me? Like, uh, I can go out there, like half of the time when I be going to the stores and stuff, and y'all be looking at 'em like, come on now, like, we just had to fire dudes talking just like y'all, and then, like, you know what I mean? But they don't get it. You feel me? Like, they don't get it. But I don't want them to. I don't want them to. You know what I mean? But regardless, like, that was always good to see. I done seen like a lot of y'all shaping up, a lot of y'all doing y'all thing, because it's scripture to be fully nourished. That's in Jeremiah as well. To be fully nourished. You feel me? That's in Isaiah. It's scripture. So I'm not gonna stop being me because some slave group want to try to pretend like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. And it was funny because it was just at a time of a pretense of, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. I never went through a lot of stuff that a lot of people went through. I don't have a history of being evicted. I don't have a history of, just messing up. I don't screw up my blessings like that. My mother never taught me that. You know what I mean? I never taught that, and I never will live that. You get what I'm saying? So I don't really do the hate crime things. Plus, I already know the legal system on, the equal opportunity and everything like that. Like, everybody's getting money. Like, we're not thinking the way people that got crimes on them against our country is thinking. Do you get what I'm saying? So when she popped up, and I was more like, like, dang, she looked younger than the mother. Like, she already young, you feel me? But she looked young. Like, look, nigga, look, you feel me? Like, even though I look good, you feel me? Like, but awesome, like, she was there, you feel me? And y'all doing that, you feel me? And I realize it, and I know it, but to see somebody, begging for the total opposite. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't discriminate with anything, you feel me, in life, but when somebody is actually like, just think of this concept, right? We all just on the same level, right? So God is amongst us, right? And we all gather up, we asking for life, and we're getting the life, right? And then, like, Isaiah chapter 11, I mean, chapter 11 and chapter 60, right? So we're getting the light, right? And then chapter 9 in Isaiah, y'all seeing what was once trying to deceive y'all, trying to hide behind their sicknesses and all this other stuff. They're complaining now because they can't have their way. So it's a lot of wham, right? So imagine this, right? God is amongst us. Everybody's seeing it. We giving each other heads up, like, hey, nigga, like, move this and this, like, you know what I mean? Like, we on it, right? And then everybody that was against us, hiding in the back, hiding this way, hiding that way, you know what I mean? Pretending to be our friend, our lovers and stuff like that, tried to smear us up with God, tried to bring us to embarrass us in front of God, tried to do this and do that, and then literally was the whole time we're just bringing them to God, and then we're seeing who the hell they are. Do you get what I'm saying? And then think of this. They turned out to be something totally different that wasn't so average. Do you get what I'm saying? And then God said, you know what, we're finna sue the clan. And everybody that they was helping them, that was coordinating with them, and everybody that was with them. Do you get what I'm saying? So everybody got on the same thing and started doing that. Now, why would anybody, after knowing that type of stuff, feel that they got the right to complain? Except the reality that we already know. The light, they're already condemned. That's why they are the way that they are. They're already condemned. So it makes no use for them to, display running to each other. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. Like, no, you're not. Y'all were pretending you didn't know each other. But now you're showing everybody that you was trying to fool, that you was in contact with each other the whole time. You were plotting against our country. So now who gets the last laugh? Because last I checked, ladies and gents, I don't have to go out to get rejected by anybody. They have to run to each other like cockroaches to bring them to me to get rejected. And then y'all goddesses and y'all gods are doing y'all thing in the background and on the scene and behind the scene, like all over the damn place, and they just too blind to see it. And y'all getting rid of y'all trash as well and doing everything accordingly. So that right there is too professional and highly, royal in my eyes to sit back and not be reminded. Like, y'all already know people that can sit back and communicate with God honestly, that can sit back and reason, that can sit back and do this, and then y'all start benefiting. That's the story of my life, and I said that already, you feel me? So it's funny to me that somebody can run to somebody else that y'all be seeing, and y'all seen how serious I started getting, like, because this is pointless. And then y'all got serious on them, like, this is stupid. Like, every last one of them is trying to play relationships or friendships, running in this place, that place. Like, nigga, just be what you are. If you hate each other, because they're just constantly speaking hate crimes against one another, if you hate each other, then why are you coming around me when you should just stay the hell away from each other? And if you notice, I already said it, a lot of them are part of that council culture stalking crap. They dumb at, like, you get what I'm saying? They themselves, they should have went state evidence like everybody else. Like, why would you sit back with, known nastiness? Now you got to testify against the nigga. Everybody else is doing it, but they're getting paid. But you got to do it, and you're getting charged because you stayed right there. How the hell are you even street smart? You're with a loudmouth. His medical problems is the same as yours. You're constantly trying to give it to each other. So that's a constant attempt at murder on each other. And then on top of that, you say you're informant. So you're working for somebody in the department telling you to do it. So now that's a hit for hire. So if you don't like each other, stay the hell away from each other. Like if you was really against each other and you wasn't like associates and all this other weird stuff, because they panicking talking about they're being indicted and all this other stuff. Like y'all already know what it is with that treason stuff. So if that's the case, why run around trying to just pick each other off? Because that's all they're doing. They're exposing each other. You feel me? Misery loves his company, which that's I don't give a damn about that. You feel me? Everything that they have done, that leads back to who sent them to do it. So think about Penal Code Section 646.9 now. And why I give y'all a heads up, like I have an oath between y'all and the Father to give y'all the millions and the high positions and or die like one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They're choosing to go the other direction because that's what they're going to get. That's what their friends got. They're witnesses to that. They used to smoke with each other, pass the same diseases to each other to pass to innocent people. Do you get what I'm saying? And they're feeling that now because everybody's not seeing them as like, nigga, you normal. They're not seeing that. You get what I'm saying? They're seeing it like, nigga, you coughed on us. Then you tried to play us like you wanted to be sexual. Then you tried to hide in this place and that place and just clutter up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't deal with cancer. That's how cancer live. And that's how cancer is found in the body of anything. And that's how cancer is removed. If not, cancer will spread through the body. Do you get what I'm saying? So imagine when they don't got what they had to spread like that. They just working with STDs and a gang of medical issues. They still got that stuff on them because they were constantly trying to pretend in somebody's life. So think of every day, every time, all through the day, and then all through the time when you read that penal code, and then add that it was a badge they said they worked for. It was a badge that we seen up and down the street charading to them to come out and look stupid and unclean. Now think of all the federal incompliance of unsanitariness too. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then think of all of these things and think of my oath that I told y'all about. And then add on all the new laws that just came through. Who's the better selection? You know what I mean? Like, I already told y'all they're the complaining campaign. Every time you run into them, they're complaining. They're pouting. They don't got no joy, no happiness, no nothing in them. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you cannot, be like that in life. Like, imagine, y'all already know too, because y'all kids even brung their friends, and then y'all brung y'all's. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because y'all are utilizing a light. That's also John chapter 3 verse 19 and 21. So there is no excuse for them. And then they're not even into females. Like, come on. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's Romans chapter 1. So it's amazing when y'all are getting y'all blessings and they're just asking for the total opposite. And it's natural. Like all of their friends too that left, it wasn't really because of we didn't like them and they sent each other after each other. Like, nah, that don't happen like that. Do you get what I'm saying? In the same sense, if they ran to somebody else to try to get them condemned, if they wasn't already condemned, nobody is condemning somebody innocent just so somebody that's already condemned to try to pretend like, oh, now we can go over there. And nah, they never did stuff like that. They never did stuff like that. Think of how the officers got caught up for trying to, get rid of them and keep their badge. They don't want nothing traced to them. But it's pointless because they're playing on a phone that the fence is already in. And then they're running to cameras purposely. Like, basically what they're doing right now is trying to get as many of themselves locked up. And then another funny thing today is they try to pretend, right? Because y'all know on Fig, it's a lot of new faces. You know what I mean? But we'll go peanuts on that one because it's not important. It's not a... So anyway, these individuals, right? They try to play a paisita, right? So they try to act as though they're in, whatever relationship. So I'm looking at the money part. I'm not looking at, something that don't got a damn thing to do with an alpha male. That's not my business. You feel me? So their little downplay didn't work. So what the other individual did was try to, explain to the paisita on the phone. Oh yeah, this and this and that. So I let him get his 2 seconds of shame out, like he actually know me, and then he starts putting his phone, trying to act as though he's filming. So I do the ching, like what are you doing? Like, you get what I'm saying? They was trying to set her up using his girlfriend to set up that, which was a hate crime. So I made fun of the nigga. I marked him out. I made fun of him. So what he did was the other one got off the bus, took off, run, and did one of these moves, like, like, nah, you can't play that part. Like, we already got rid of that same thing. You just another face trying to pretend. You feel me? Like, the other one stayed on the bus stiff and hella, like, whatever. And that one, like, even the paisita, like, she didn't even need a earpiece or anything, right? I'm sitting back making fun of him. She connected a guy. She making fun of him too. He shuts the hell up. I clowned the nigga fingers and everything because he had all types of doodle and dirt under his, his fingers. He tried to look at me like he got hit with a booty of debris. You feel me? All on his face. He wasn't showering. So she was clowning him too. Like, this is where they're stupid. If you're setting each other up, okay, find a dandy nigga, get on the camera and be a jackass. Set yourself up. You're council culture. We're not. But don't try to sneak in Americans. That's where they mess up and get their hate crimes against us, and we get that money. We didn't ask them to be around us. We're traveling in peace to go where we need to go. You feel me? But that was funny because she clowned the hell out of him. He had to put the phone down. he, y'all ever see Poetic Justice when Janet Jackson clowned Tupac, and then he had to look at his fingernails and he tried to he did that. He did that on the bus, right? So the dude, he looks at his fingernail, and then he tries to look back at me like you remember the book Where's Waldo when we was kids? So he looks back and he has this stupid look on his face, like, huh? But it was funny though. It was funny. So this Wellness Wednesday was good, but I seen how serious y'all got, but I'm also seeing y'all blessings. When y'all skin clears up and y'all, what I mean, y'all doing y'all thing, that's always a blessing. You feel me? And I rather see y'all healthy, especially after the pandemic. I rather see y'all healthy. I rather see y'all glowing. I rather see y'all spiritually and tuned and enlightened. You feel me? And I rather see everybody with money and bread and a gang of wealth. You feel me? Than somebody that just plays in trash and dress like it, act like it, talk like it, live like it. You feel me? And try to trick people to be a part of it, when the reality is that's not even a part of the new normal. You feel me? Nobody's trying to dress like trash or be like trash. Nobody even wants that around them. Do you know what trash smell like? Do you know, like, when you walk down the street, like, you got a overfilled, you get what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to be around that. You feel me? Like, nobody wants to dress, so when y'all be clowning them, like, I was used to that type of stuff. I'm still am used to it, but, after all, you got Proverbs chapter 1. Wisdom is clowning them. You got, Psalms chapter 1 and 2. The Father is clowning. I'm clowning them. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just cockroach errands. People trying to embarrass each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what the hell that got to do with us? And when I say us, I mean a big old U and an S. What the hell that got to do with us? We ain't embarrassed. Those are not our actions. That's not how we live. That's not how we conduct ourselves, nor what we believe in. Oh yeah, and a heads up too, every time they try to disrupt or anything like that, when it's a Happy Taco Tuesday, a Wellness Wednesday, a Happy Friday, or any day for that matter, consider it a hate crime. Trying to disturb the peace because they're unhappy or they want somebody else unhappy, so they're trying to create some emotional distress by either noise, complaints, or whatever else that ain't even legitimate, because they're complaining about their own life instead of taking themselves to the hospital and stop being a jackass. Do you get what I'm saying? So consider that a hate crime and discrimination, because they don't want your day going good, because their day is obviously trash. So count that as money as well. And if y'all don't know about hate crimes, after February, let's say October 10th, 2023, it is federally mandated, meaning mandatory to report any hate crimes, which is discrimination basically. You feel me? Because it's a federal one. So y'all get y'all money, and I'd rather see y'all with money than some, weird looking group claiming to be Klan members and doing white supremacy tactics and not even being really white. You feel me? Like, there ain't nobody that's council culture that can run to a ethnicity. You feel me? Because they're council culture. They don't believe in that. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's boring to even see somebody like, come on, like, you look, dress, and act and smell like trash. How the hell are you talking? Somebody that's clean that can wash their body, or you're complaining that their hair is dead, or you can't control them. Those are all capital crimes and hate crimes. You feel me? Like, we're not your slave, buddy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you better play that somewhere else with those officers in your phone, because that's online grooming anyway. And it's spam calling. Those are too many federal, and that goes into a different category of federal and sex crimes. Like, we're not doing that. You feel me? Like, if you if you don't know me, you're gonna speak indirectly about a lot of stuff, because that shows how fearful you are. But when you know somebody like me, or somebody like they know somebody like y'all, they know already come correct. Since they didn't come correct, that's why they panicking. Do you get what I'm saying? But y'all still in cruise control. Y'all still in blase mode, because in reality, if I'm calling my queens, why would anybody try to show that they were in a faulty relationship, and show me and everybody else that, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. And this we is just talking about a male group. The female is looking like, you get what I'm saying? And then the other ones that was helping them is the ones that's trying to participate with, like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You're not going to wreck my home. Like, after I'm done with the parole, overturning things and the lawsuits and stuff like that, we're on our way back to that castle. You feel me? That's going to be rebuilt freely. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that is what it is. That's also scripture, and we complaining it a lot. You feel me? Like, we're not sitting back complaining and somebody's suing us, but you're constantly being the liability on giving them the money. Explain that one. You feel me? But happy Wellness Wednesday, and that was funny. That was funny. She clowned them, and then y'all getting y'all blessings. You know what I mean? Y'all rejuvenating. Y'all doing y'all thing, and food for thought. So y'all know why I said what I said. Think about this, right? And this is deep thought, high thinking, right? So think about this. If your whole body lights up, right? What do you think is going to light up first? The inside, your soul. So if your soul illuminates, right? In the Bible, it describes it, right? So your soul illuminates, right? What do you think is going to happen to your body, the outside of your body? It's also going to illuminate. How you know you're getting stronger and stronger? Because you're getting fully nourished. Your skin is rejuvenating to its youth. You only can get this with contact through somebody that can do that. And when you hit the main thing, now you can be able to do that. So for somebody that don't know how to do it, and they've been constantly speaking against the light, it's because they already condemned. You can't do nothing for them. That's why in Jeremiah chapter 11, verse what? 14, right? Or 16, 14, 16 is warned. Do not pray for them. Don't pray for them. You know what I mean? Don't pray for them, because it's worthless. What are you going to say when you pray? Oh, yeah, I want this to happen for so-and-so that spoke against Jesus, right? And so, and then say, in Jesus' name. Like, what? That's why, don't even waste your time, because those prayers are not being answered for council culture. You feel me? They didn't want none of that. Every excuse they had was like somebody that cheated on somebody else, but they wanted to linger around in that relationship to constantly destroy it. You know what I mean? Like you give somebody like that a little inch, they'll try to take a whole mile if you allow them, because you already know they scary. They ain't trying to do nothing too much of anything, because that's just what I'm seeing too. You know, they're not really doing nothing but confessing, running to cameras, running to the phone, confessing, because they already know they're being indicted. They're being locked up. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, but that's the life they chose. Like, if I was a part of something and they made a decision, you know what, we're finna just wrap everybody up. What can I do? I can't run to somebody else. That's pointless. They not even involved. What the hell would I do? Because soon as I ran to somebody else, knowing whatever I'm involved with, you know what I mean? Now everything that I done did on the street, that gotta come right back on the inside, just like they're finding out. You feel me? So why run to somebody else? Like, help me, they did this to me. They did like, you know, like that's, you know, and I'll give y'all a joke on what that remind me of. Y'all remember the movie Blade? Part one, when Wesley Snipes walked in and he seen Pearl, and Pearl didn't want to hurt nobody. Pearl was, that was the funniest individual at all of the Blades, right? So Pearl, he didn't want to hurt nobody. Blade didn't even want to hurt Pearl. You get what I'm saying? Because Pearl didn't do nothing but just sit there and eat pizza. He didn't eat. So they cracking jokes back and forth. He's calling him Biscuit Boy, and he's saying, you know, and that's what Frost says. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, it's like that scene when, you know, when they come around, and then it's like, you know, Frost, Blade is here. He said he's gonna kill me. And Blade just looking at him like, I'm not even gonna kill you, like, you know what I mean? But he's letting them get it out. And Frost tells him, have the decency to die with some dignity. It was a funny movie. Like that part was funny. Like, I don't, you know, it was funny. But I give y'all that. You know, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not Wesley. You feel me? Like, there is no Wesley. You feel me? But him. You like, you know what I mean? But that was a bomb movie. That was good. But that reminds me, like, similar of that. You know. But I'm gonna finish back on this college work, because I did some like a response to this, or I did the post to it for the discussion, right? And my response was so, like, I seen what one of my brothers said, you know, is like, man, you're like, the way you changed, the way everything is, like, it was good, right? So I had to have this thing read it off to me, right? Because I didn't want to read it myself. I wanted it to be read off to me. So I had the AI system read it, right? And yeah, I seen what he was talking about. Like, my mentality is so different. It's like, everything that is in the right area, everything that's in the wrong category is to itself in the wrong category. Like, there's balance, basically, you know. But it was funny because I read it and I had to literally pat myself on the back, give a couple snaps, you feel me? Like, because it was good. I didn't really proofread until now, and they always tell me proofread, and I thought it was like a bad thing. Like, man, I'm freestyling this, I don't really need to proofread it. But just doing that, it was good, you know. So y'all have y'all a good day, and y'all keep utilizing the light too, because everything that they tried to do with each other to pretend like they was in contact with y'all, like, they're not in contact with none of us. All they're doing is streaming on devices, which is cyber stalking, and that's weird. You feel me? Like, if somebody don't want to talk to you, just shut up. Like, you shouldn't want to go out of your way to just Steve Urkel up the devices. You feel me? But y'all have a good day, like, you know. I'm gonna get back into this.